Alright, so let's begin, shall we? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Anushka and I'm back with another monthly wrap-up video, and if you feel like the vibe of this video is different, then you're absolutely right. Because this is not one of my informative book recommendation video. It's my monthly wrap-up where I'll be sharing the books that I read this month, the shows and movies I enjoyed watching this month, because I watch a lot of them, so I can't include all of them. Anyways, and the music, the podcast that turned my favorite this month. So if you're interested, then keep on watching this video. So first, let's talk about books, because of course, the first one that I started my month with was this fat dash book, India After Gandhi by Ramachandra Guha. Did I enjoy my time reading it? Hell yes. Have I finished this thick book in a month? Oh yeah. Kudos to me. But more importantly, did I learn something new? Oh yes. Am I more aware about India? Hell yes. Would I recommend this book to each and everyone? Please. Yes, please read this book. This might look overwhelming, it looked to me as well, but trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. And once you start reading this book, you'll enjoy it because you'll learn so much. I am much more aware about India, and especially in this time and age where you're questioning secularism and democracy in India and there is so much political drama in India. You need to read this book to be more aware about India. Why diversity in India is so important, why secularism is important, because it is the basis of our country, it is the basis of this nation build up. Okay, this one I read over a span of the whole month. Okay, I was reading it for the whole 4 weeks. I've just finished it 2 or 3 days back. So with it, I was actually reading few books which were light-hearted, because this is a lot to take in. The second one that I was reading was Silent Fires. This is by an Indian author. It's a thriller, crime thriller, and boy is it underrated. Yes, it is. I mean, what I liked is the story. It's definitely engaging. It's fast-paced. The moral of the story, how it ends, is strong, it is powerful, and the way it starts, it's totally different. So it's based on the life of 2 people, and together they solve this murder or disappearance mystery of one of the Bollywood stars, not Bollywood but movie stars, yeah, because it's based in South. So movie stars' wife's disappearance. So yeah. Next, the third one that I read was The Maruti Story by R.C. Bhargava. This is again a non-fiction about how Maruti, the brand that we know, automobile brand that we know, so successful in India, was built. It was supposed to be an underdog. No one expected anything from it. Indian automobile industry had so many constraints, be it the government interference, political interference, corruption, labor laws, a lot of other things, and no respect and trust from international automobile manufacturers. But still they outperformed and shined with Maruti 800, not just 800, but they are thriving still. And so yeah, that is the third book that I read. Would I recommend it? Yes, if you're interested in entrepreneurship, business books, because it has a lot of data. Also, it's not one of those books which you can just read. Now, as you can see, I was reading few heavy books that month. So to compensate, I picked up 2 romance novels. The first one was The Wall of the Winnipeg and Me. The second one was Marriage for One. Both of which I enjoyed my time reading. I mean, now, okay, both of these books I picked up on Steph Porer's recommendation. I'm sure you would know her if you're looking for some romance recommendation. She is the person to go to. The thing with me now, I've realized, is I don't really like steamy romance after reading these 2, because these are slow burned romance novels, and I enjoyed my time reading it. And same goes with beach read. I've realized I enjoy reading slow burn romance rather than steamy romance. That is the case with Ugly Love or Verity. I did not enjoy both those 2 And now I realize after reading some romance novels that this is my type, this is what I enjoy. And I enjoy reading fake tropes like fake romance, fake relationships, and grumpy man kind of romance, because both of these have the same, those two tropes. So if you like fake relationships, then read this one, because Winnipeg as well as Marriage for One both have fake relationship trope. And yeah, if you want to know more, please check out her review, or please just Google these two books, learn, read out their synopsis. Otherwise, because if I go on reviewing these books or sharing the synopsis, it will take a lot of time. I'm just sharing the ones that I read this month. Now let's talk about few movies and series. So the first one is America, Yes With You. It's not a commercial movie, rather a critically acclaimed or an art movie. So I'm well aware you wouldn't have heard about this one. I actually came across this title on Netflix and was intrigued with the synopsis. So it's the story of these two brothers. The elder brother goes on to pursue his American dream, while once he leaves, his family loses touch, and they don't know whether he has landed or not, whether he is working there or not, what has happened to him. And this is based in the late 80s and 90s, so you don't have internet. So the younger brother goes on to goes to search for his elder brother, but because they lack finances, he can't just travel to America and search for his brother. He has his own journey, and that is dark, and that is raw and real. So yeah, this is a movie which is impactful, and I will recommend you guys to watch it. The second one is a Netflix exclusive. It's a series called Ye Kali Kali Ratein. So I'm quite sure that you would have already watched this one, or if not, came across this title on Netflix. It was trending on #1. Back then I did not watch it, but when it came down to 8th or 9th, I was just bored one day, watched the first episode, and the rest is history, because this is such an engaging story. It is interesting, and it is dark, but it has humor, it has drama, and yeah, I enjoyed my time watching it. And it is one of those series which will keep you hooked till the last episode, and even I'm waiting for season 2 as well. So it is one of those series. The third series that I started watching in February is Anne with an E. I thought this is one of those teen drama, I wouldn't enjoy it, but no, I was wrong. This is something that I enjoyed watching, and I still am. It is not one of those thriller, dark series like Ye Kali Kali Ratein, which you would just binge watch in one day, but it is one of those feel good series which you can watch 1 episode a day, 2 episodes a day. So I'm enjoying it. I'm still watching it, and there are three seasons already. Next is Inventing Anna, one of Netflix's latest and exclusive release, which is trending at the moment, but I have mixed feelings for it. I don't know, I just lost interest in it after 4th episode, though the first 3 episodes I binge watched in one day, but I still haven't finished it. I was well aware of this scandal prior to the Netflix release as well, because it was all over the internet, this scandal. So I knew a few things here and there. I liked the concept, it was slow. I wanted it more fast paced, but yeah, comment down below what are your thoughts. Last month I also watched Gehraiyan, because of course I belong to that group which loved it. Yeah, I did. I mean, this movie is receiving polar opinions, but I completely loved this movie. From the trailer, I assumed it to be one of those love triangle movies, but no, I was mistaken. That is just 20 minutes or 30 minutes of the movie. It turns into a dark suspense thriller, and the way it ends, it leaves you with questions, but it solves the mystery as well, and it just blows your mind. It is complex, okay? Simply, it is just a complex movie. It is just like relationships. It is just, I liked it, like I loved it. This is a TV show, like a proper reality TV show on this list. If you have guessed it by now, then great. If not, then it is Shark Tank India. mean, what a great show it is. I still rewatch few of its episodes and watch those clips on YouTube, memes here and there. It's such a great show. I've been one of those people who watch it early on because I saw this review from Tried and Refused Productions, that is Anmol, and I do, you know, follow his reviews and on movies and series, and he praised this series, and he posted his review at that time when everybody in the initial days when people were flagging this show that it is not like American Shark Tank India. So I watched it, I gave it a go, and I enjoyed it. And after a few days, you know, things changed completely for Shark Tank India, and rest is history. Like, you know how popular this show is. Now I have few Spotify recommendations, essentially few song artists or podcasts that I chanced upon last month, though I've already made a dedicated video and I've talked about podcasts in my previous videos as well, but I just wanted to, you know, share the artists and the podcast that I discovered last month. The first one is Anumita Nadesan, and I'm loving her songs. I mean, I discovered her through Katputli Ke Dhage, and I'm loving all, like, her discography, Khwab, all her songs. Like, her voice, first of all, is peaceful, then the music is just so indie, and it is so peaceful, and you feel so good, you feel happy just by listening to her songs. So do check out her songs. Then there's Vismay Patel. The song that I'm liking is Pal Pal Behta Jaye. Again, it is one of those feel-good songs which you can, you know, listen while you're walking, during your, you know, evening walks or morning walk. So yeah, these were two artists. Otherwise, you can check out the indie playlist. I have two podcasts. The first one is Let's Do Shots. It's a marketing podcast. So wherein the podcast actually shares these strategies of big companies, of MNCs like Coca-Cola, or how Instagram was built, the basic strategy behind it, and unknown stories. I definitely learned so much from this podcast and the strategies. So even if you're not a budding entrepreneur, you would enjoy listening to this podcast, and one clip is just 5 minutes. So yeah, let's do shots. The second one is Figuring Out by Raj Shamani. This one I discovered quite early on, I think last year itself, but I started listening to it just last month because of the guests. I just came across this one video on YouTube, and it was of Sugar Cosmetics founders, and I listened to that podcast, and then I listened to all the other episodes which Raj Shamani has posted on Spotify. So yeah, this is one podcast that you can listen to. And yeah, that's it with this video. Let me know what else you want me to share in these monthly wrap-ups, apart from books, movies, and TV shows, or these podcasts, because it's kind of a monthly reflection. So I can share whatever you guys want to know. Let me know in the comments. Give me some ideas and suggestions for this monthly series. And yeah, I'll see you later with another video. Until then, bye-bye.